The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Bradar, filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week, featuring the latest claimer turned graded stakes winner for trainer Mike Maker in the Grade 3 Red Smith Handicap. We begin at Gulfstream Park West with the Millions Turf Preview. Enterprising, the 3-2 favorite. Chris Griffin picks up the call.
So they move down the backstretch, slowing it down on the front end. Charlie Mops with the lead. Half-length lead on Dreamy of Gold, who's trying to apply some pressure. Little Nick V. Again, coming along the hedge now in the third spot. Light the Night in fourth. Enterprising, not asked for the move yet from fifth. Outside of that is Thinkin' Quality, Sublime Appeal, and the trailer is Uncle Vinny as they're into the far turn. Charlie Mops still the one to catch. Charlie Mops still up by a half length. Dreaming of Gold in second. Little Nick V still waiting for room in the third spot. Enterprising is also going to look for a way through. Going to go out wide. Charlie Mops still the one to catch. Charlie Mops up by a half length. Little Nick V, Dreaming of Gold. Sublime Appeals got run along the hedge. Here comes Enterprising out wide. Enterprising out wide. Little Nick V also in there. Charlie Mops fighting back gamely. Little Nick V is now taking the lead, but here comes Enterprising up on the outside, and Enterprising is going to open up to win.
Race favorite Enterprising takes it by a length and a quarter over Little Nick V. Tyler Gaffalione, the winning jockey in 1:45-1. A graded stakes winner is a 3-year-old for Tom Proctor and Glen Hill Farm. Enterprising making his fourth start for Mike Maker and in the colors of Maxis Stable, which purchased the winner privately during the summer. Enterprising has earned nearly $495,000. The 6-year-old gelding by Elusive Quality was bred in Florida by Glen Hill Farm. Florida-breds, race 'em or chase 'em. To Del Mar for turf fillies and mares in the Catherine Crosby Stakes. Carrie Bell, the 6-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
No change. They run to the half-mile pole and still Do the Dance shows the way by 2 lengths. On the far side is Sobradora Inc. Down at the rail, Carrie Bell travelling comfortably, now goes up second. Dressed to a T, the first one under pressure now, gets a tap on the shoulder to pick it up. Ambercelli is still the trailer. 3/8 of a mile to go, and Do the Dance continues to lead them. Now Dressed to a T, got that wake-up call, and Dressed to a T on the far side. Then it's Sobradora Inc. Carrie Bell needs room at the rail. Carrie Bell now down on the inside, and Ambercelli. 5 of them tightly bunched as they turn for home. Do the Dance the leader. Carrie Bell now has room, and Carrie Bell comes after. Ambercelli's finishing stoutly on the outside. Do the Dance holding on. Do the Dance, Carrie Bell, Ambercelli. Do the Dance, the more they asked, the more she gave, and Do the Dance has won it.
13-1 Do the Dance, the front-running winner by 3/4 of a length over Carrie Bell. Tyler Bay is aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:41-3. The first stakes victory for Do the Dance, who came from off the pace to win her last start over the Santa Anita turf. The 3-year-old filly by Discreet Cat was bred in Kentucky by Lester Kwok and Dr. Naoya Yoshida and was a $20,000 Keeneland September yearling. Do the Dance has earned $185,000. The winner is owned by Tom Manson, Purple Shamrock Racing, and trainer Gary Sherlock. Access Thoroughbred Week replays every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. Back to Gulfstream Park West for the Millions Distaff Preview. You bought her at 6-5, a slight favorite over Moment of Delight. Once again, here's Chris Griffin.
Moment of Delight, the one to catch. Moment of Delight, still up by a length and a half. Our Girls a Charmer is being asked the question, not responding just yet. You Bought Her is now making up ground from third, and here comes You Bought Her in the orange silks. Sweet Khaleesi is dropping back. Lucky Switch and our Kinsley Doll from the back. Moment of Delight has the lead. You Bought Her looks like the main rival. Here comes You Bought Her to the inside of Moment of Delight. Moment of Delight with a half-length lead, but here comes You Bought Her with every stride. Lucky Switch up on the outside, 16th to go. Moment of Delight finds more in the lead. You Bought Her one last try. Moment of Delight to win.
Moment of Delight holds off You Bought Her by half a length. Eddie Castro aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 1:22-3. A 5 1/4 length winner of the Boca Chica Stakes in June in her first start for trainer Stanley Gold. Moment of Delight was coming off a runner-up effort against Open Company at Gulfstream Park in the Added Elegance Stakes. A $58,000 OBS April 2-year-old. Moment of Delight has earned $428,000 for Pinnacle Racing and Norman Stables. The 4-year-old filly by AP Warrior was bred in Florida by Jimmy Randolph. Florida-breds, race 'em or chase 'em. Mr. Jordan, the 1-2 favorite for the Millions Classic Preview. Again, here's Chris Griffin.
Piloting, calling the shots, piloting. He's done it all the way so far, still up by 3/4 of a length. J.S. Bach in second. Mr. Jordan still tracks those pace setters in third. Saraguaro is now moving up closer from the 4th spot. Norman's Hero is outside of that in 5th. High Riverside trying to run on aces for John, and the trailer is Joshua's Comprise. As they move into the far turn, piloting has the lead, J.S. Bach, and here comes Mr. Jordan 3 wide. Mr. Jordan's coming right after those leaders as they hit the quarter-mile mark. Saraguaro's got some run in the 4th spot, is running on, but Mr. Jordan is traveling very well outside of J.S. Bach. Piloting is on the inside. Saraguaro is running on. Mr. Jordan now has the lead. Piloting is on the inside in second. J.S. Bach is in third. Outside Saraguaro, High Riverside late. But Mr. Jordan has a 16th to go, and Mr. Jordan is going to win the Millions Classic Preview. Mr. Jordan to win.
Odds-on favorite Mr. Jordan rolls home by 3 3/4 lengths over Piloting. Paco Lopez aboard the 2-time OBS sales graduate in track record time of 1:42.2. After placing in 6 stakes this year, Mr. Jordan snapped a 9-race losing streak in his most recent start with a 9 1/4 length allowance victory at Parks Racing, a $63,000 OBS August yearling, and a $155,000 OBS April 2-year-old. Mr. Jordan has earned $513,000 for David Mellon, Leon Ellman, and Lori Pliza. Mr. Jordan is trained by Eddie Pliza Jr. The 4-year-old gelding by Canteros was bred in Florida by Philip and Karen Matthews. Florida-breds, race 'em or chase 'em. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Grade 1 winner Data Link by world-renowned sire Warfront. Data Link scored in the prestigious Grade 1 Makers 46 Mile at Keeneland, then set a new course record in the Grade 2 Monmouth Stakes. With a pedigree free of Mr. Prospector in the first 4 generations, Data Link is the perfect outcross option. His first crop yearlings turned heads, selling well above the stud fee. Data Link at Claiborne Farm.
Castleton Farm has a long and distinguished history as one of America's great horse farms, having reared multiple champions over the years. Situated on 1,100 acres, some of the finest bluegrass Kentucky has to offer, with 15 barns, including an isolation farm, providing full-service boarding. Castleton has a depth of professional experience coupled with passion for the thoroughbred horse and is dedicated to providing the most professional boarding experience possible in the thoroughbred industry. Kentucky's premier thoroughbred boarding, Castleton.
And now, a Florida thoroughbred history moment. In 1956, a small, feisty horse from Florida named Needles and his owners Jack Dudley and Bonnie Heath shocked the racing world, winning the Kentucky Derby. Needles proved that champions with modest pedigrees could be grown in the Sunshine State, thanks to the limestone-rich soil and spring water. His wild acclaim created the horse capital of the world that we know today. This has been a Florida thoroughbred history moment.
We've waited nearly 4 decades for a horse to conquer the American Classics. He was worth the wait.
The 37-year wait is over. American Pharoah has won the Triple Crown. A Triple Crown winner, a Breeders' Cup winner, a horse of a lifetime.
Standing at Coolmore, America, home of champions.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a 1-2 finish by stablemates in the Coronation Futurity coming up in this segment. Juvenile fillies at Woodbine in the Princess Elizabeth Stakes. Enstone, the 9-5 favorite. Robert Geller has the call.
Enstone going along inside the 4.5 furlongs. Out by 5 or 6 to Ghostly Presence, Evil Woman, China Rider. A length away is Cinderella on the inside of Spring Tempers. Chiming in is Crumlin Queen 3 wide. Mythical Mission picking up on the inside is Missy Chrissy looking for room. A couple away, Lemon Zip and Errant Commodity. Enstone has out in front a 4-length lead in second. Ghostly Presence, Evil Woman third. China Rider under pressure. Crumlin Queen the outside looking for room. Cinderella. Mythical Mission coming on. And then Spring Tempers, Missy Chrissy and well back Errant Commodity and Lemon Zip. Enstone in front. Turns only a length. Ghostly Presence in second. 3 lengths away. Mythical Mission trying to catch up the ground. Enstone trying to hang on, but Ghostly Presence is the biggest threat. Enstone from Ghostly Presence. Ghostly Presence and Enstone battle out the Princess Elizabeth, and Ghostly Presence has got up to win it. Ghostly Presence from Enstone.
19-1 Ghostly Presence by Adina Spring Stallion Ghost Zapper runs by race favorite Enstone to score by half a length. Stephen Bayhen aboard in 1:43 and 4. A first out maiden winner by 8 lengths over the track. The Roger Atfield trainee finished 5th in the Ontario debutante in her only other stakes appearance. The filly was bred in Ontario by her owner, Chiefswood Stables. Ghostly Presence has earned $148,000. Darby Dan Farm stallion Tapature, a 5-time graded stakes-winning millionaire by leading sire Tappet. Tapature proved to be popular in his first year at stud, covering a full book of 176 mares in 2016. Watch for Tapature's first in-full mares selling this weekend at Keeneland. 2-year-old colts and geldings at Woodbine in the Coronation Futurity. King and his court, the 5-2 favorite. Once again, here's Robert Geller.
State of Honor hasn't put a foot wrong. Leads the way by a length and a half to Guy Caballero. Over on the rails, Title Dancer, Patchy Cruz a little closer now. On the inside is Looking for Purse Money, nudging between horses. A length away, King and his court. Woodbridge is 5 off the lead. Second last, Escondera. And last is Giro Gin. They head inside the 3.5 and State of Honor by a length to Guy Caballero. On the outside, Patchy Cruz from Title Dancer. Wonder Looking for Purse Money pushed along a bit as the leader's gone for home a bit here. Guy Caballero's under pressure. Title Dancer goes to second and the leader's really romping. State of Honor by a length. Title Dancer makes a run at the leader. King and his court the inside. And again Looking for Purse Money winding up. Woodbridge off the track. State of Honor and Title Dancer the top 2 down the lane. Guy Caballero in third. King and his court the inside. State of Honor in front. King and his court threading up on the rail. The Marcassi pair. And King and his court reigning supreme again. King and his court bursting clear. Out wide Escondera lay, but King and his court taking the Coronation Futurity.
Runners trained by Mark Cassie finish 1-2 as King and his court runs by State of Honor to prevail by 2 1/4 lengths. Gary Boulanger aboard in 1:50 and 3. Third in his last 2 starts, including the Grade 3 Gray Stakes, the recent private acquisition making his first start for Cassie, and in the colors of co-owner Gary Barber. The Ontario-bred gelding by Court Vision was a $3,000 Canadian sale yearling. King and his court has earned $175,000. King and his court paid $7.30 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Spendthrift Farms' new stallion Hit It a Bomb, an undefeated Grade 1 winning 2-year-old and Warfront's only Breeders' Cup champion. Hit It a Bomb captured last year's Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, and he hails from a top family. He is the newest participant in Spendthrift's renowned Share the Upside program and will be featured this weekend at Spendthrift's open house.
And here's the wire. It's Palace. And they're coming down to the finish, and it will be Palace. Palace is pouring it on, and Palace dazzles here. Point of entry would not be denied.
And they're into the stretch. Point of entry's taking the lead.
Point of entry, a 2-length lead.
It's Point of Entry taking the lead. Point of Entry will go to the Breeders' Cup on a 5-race winning streak.
5-time Grade 1 winner from a deep Phipps family, with the pedigree and physical to become the heir of Dinah Former. Point of Entry, standing at Adena Springs.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
A Florida-bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida-bred.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week. With the Grade 3 Discovery Stakes coming up in this segment, 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 3-year-old turf milers at Del Mar in the Let It Ride Stakes. Curlin Rules, the 8-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
Past the 5/8 and Curlin Rules the leader to Little Scotty, but Baran Pour's gone from last all the way up to 3rd now as they run to the half mile. Camino del Paraiso in the white. Mitasil is comfortable in 5th, just 2.5 off the leaders. Defiantly's dropped back last, but no more than 4.5 off them. They bunch past the 3/8 pole now, and Curlin Rules comes under pressure. Little Scotty right up alongside. Baran Pour's on the far side, and Camino del Paraiso going well. Camino del Paraiso needs room at the rail. Mitasil is starting a run too. Mitasil coming powerfully. Homeward bound wide open, Little Scotty, but here's Mitasil with a big run down the centre of the track. And Mitasil has gone on to get the lead. Great run from Defiantly. Defiantly coming fast. Mitasil hanging on Defiantly. Camino del Paraiso late. Defiantly to get up.
13-1 Defiantly rallies from last to defeat Mittersill by a neck. Gary Stevens aboard the Keeneland Sales graduate in 134-4. The first stakes victory for Defiantly, who was purchased privately by Ruiz Racing after finishing 3rd in a maiden special weight at Belmont in July. A winner in his California debut for Shelby Ruiz, Defiantly making his 2nd start for trainer Craig DeLasse. The colt by exchange rate was bred in Kentucky by Gayla Rankin's GLR Ranch and was a $280,000 Keeneland September yearling. Defiantly has earned $110,000. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the sales. To Churchill Downs for the Grade 3 Commonwealth Turf Stakes. Bondurant, the 3-1 favorite. Travis Stone has the call.
Scholar Athlete shows the way, leads by 3/4 of a length. Icarin Road in the outside prompts the pace from 2nd, and so too does Tiz Runner in the clear, racing along in 3rd. Sir Dudley Diggs with a good spine in behind, saving ground around the first turn, covered up while 4th. One Mean Man is in the clear, racing 5th. Blackout is right in the thick of it while 6th. Zapparini is sneaking through toward the inside up into 7th and only 4 lengths behind. Bondurant's going to be wide onto the fire turn, 4 wide there. Hey Dakota still 3rd to last, Discreetness and Surgical Strike. Onto the fire turn now. Scholar Athlete is still the leader, trying to get away from Icarin Road, who's keeping up so far. Just 3/4 of a length behind on the fire turn. Tizzer Runner's under pressure. One Mean Man loops up on the far outside. Sir Dudley Diggs is set to strike while in behind. Blackout is there too. Bondurant and Zapparini cuts the corner off the turn. Top of the stretch. Scholar Athlete is still the leader, trying to dig in for another furlong. Icarin Road is right alongside. One Mean Man's getting on track on the far outside. Bondurant is too. Hey Dakota way down the center of the course is kicking in with a gear two. Sir Dudley Diggs is in behind down to the final 16th. Scholar Athlete way outside. Hey Dakota. Bondurant between them. Hey Dakota near the outside rail at 29-1 won it.
Long shot Hey Dakota rallies from the back of the field to defeat race favorite Bondurant by a neck. Danny Velasquez aboard the Keeneland Sales graduate in 143-3. The first graded stakes victory for Velasquez and for trainer Joel Burnt. 3rd in the Mystic Lake Derby at Canterbury Park in August, Hey Dakota was coming off a victory in an optional claimer at Hawthorne. The colt by Haynesfield was bred in Kentucky by Brereton C. Jones. Hey Dakota has earned $137,000 for Alice Mettler. The future graded stakes winner was consigned by Airdrie Stud to the 2013 Keeneland November sale, where the weanling colt was purchased by Stuart Metler for $47,000. Grade 3 Commonwealth Turf winner Hey Dakota, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. To Aqueduct for 3-year-olds in the Grade 3 Discovery Stakes. Gift Box, the 8-5 favorite. John Imbrial has the call.
They move up the backstretch. Sticks Stately Dude leads by 3/4 of a length. Neolithic on the outside is in second. Down at the rail is Adulator, Wild About Deb alongside. Their heads apart third and fourth, with Gift Box in fifth, 3.5 from the front. Now Governor Malibu advances down at the rail from sixth. Sunny Ridge runs in seventh. On the outside is Vulcan's Forge. My Man Sam continues to trail. The half was run in 49 1/5 seconds, and now there's less than a half mile to the wire. Sticks Stately Dude maintaining a narrow lead over Neolithic. Sticks Stately Dude by a neck. Neolithic on the outside in second. And then it's Adulator, Wild About Deb. Gift Box is on the extreme outside. Then it's Sunny Ridge, who's racing in sixth. Governor Malibu is down at the rail, 3/4 in 1:13 and 4, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Neolithic and Sticks Stately Dude. Adulator looks to come through down at the rail. Gift Box is fourth. My Man Sam has moved up to fifth, but now they're coming down for the 16th pole. It's Sticks Stately Dude and Neolithic. It's between those two. It's going to be Sticks Stately Dude to win the Discovery.
6-1 Sticks Stately Dude by Double Diamond Farm Stallion First Dude, the front-running winner by 1.25 over 22-1 Neolithic. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sales Graduates. Joel Rosario aboard in 150 and 2. The first stakes victory for Sticks Stately Dude, who was coming off a close second-place finish in the Grade 3 Oklahoma Derby for trainer Greg Burchell. Kieran McLaughlin trains the Virginia-bred colt when he races in New York. Sticks Stately Dude has earned $326,000 for Alvin and Martha Haynes, John Ferris, Pack Pride Racing, and partners. Joel Rosario with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. Coming up, a former claimer turned graded stakes winner.
But Bahamian Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity Bird, Jackson Bend 4 outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
The WinStar Farm Star Breeders of the Month are Stephen and Brandy Nicholson. Stephen and Brandy are the breeders of Classic Empire. The son of Pioneer of the Nile impressively captured the Grade 1 Breeders' Futurity last month at Keeneland, making him a leading contender in the upcoming $2 million Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
The lead, and Classic Empire, the favorite, has the lead by 3 lengths. Classic Empire wins it in style.
Thank you, Stephen and Brandy. You make the dream possible.
The Keeneland November Breeding Stock Sale. The pinnacle of bloodstock opportunity. Featuring siblings of Grade 1 winners like Caravaggio, Sweet Loretta, Honor Code, Songbird, Uncle Mo, and more. And beautifully bred weanlings out of Grade 1 winners like My Conquestadory, Daisy Devine, and Midnight Lucky. The Keeneland November Breeding Stock Sale. November 8th through the 20th. Learn more at november.keeneland.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Aqueduct for the Grade 3 Red Smith Handicap. Wake Forest, the 3-5 favorite. Here's the call by John Embrial.
And they're off. I'll Call is going out for the early lead. Smooth Daddy moves up into second with Rum Tum Tugger. And on the outside is Tale of Fancy. They move around the far turn for the first time. I'll Call is the leader over Smooth Daddy. Then Rum Tum Tugger and Tale of Fancy heads apart third and fourth. Bigger Picture is on the outside of Artie's Silver Mine. Then comes Messi, who's racing in seventh. Wake Forest to his outside in eighth. Up with the Birds is ninth. Danish Dynaformer is 10th. And Biz the Nurse is the trailer in 11th. The opening quarter mile was run in 25 seconds. I'll Call has the lead here over Smooth Daddy, with Rum Tum Tugger tugged in down at the rail in third. Tale of Fancy on the outside runs in fourth as the field heads for the clubhouse turn. And it's I'll Call with the lead. Smooth Daddy remains in second, and Rum Tum Tugger is third. Tale of Fancy races in fourth. Then it's Artie's Silver Mine next in fifth. Bigger Picture is sixth. Messi is seventh by a head. On the outside is Wake Forest in eighth. Then it's Danish Dynaformer, followed by Up with the Birds, and Biz the Nurse is 11th. The half in 49 and 4, 3/4 in 1:15. I'll Call continues to lead here. It's I'll Call by a half length with Smooth Daddy on the outside. Now moving on through is Bigger Picture to take third. Rum Tum Tugger dropping back. On the outside, Tale of Fancy is on the move. Messi and Wake Forest move as a team. And now Danish Dynaformer is gaining ground on the extreme outside. That move is followed by Up with the Birds. The field is at the top of the stretch in the Red Smith Handicap. And it's I'll Call, the one to catch. Here's Bigger Picture. Here's Danish Dynaformer on the outside. And Wake Forest is there. And then Up with the Birds, Danish Dynaformer, and Big Picture. And running third is Wake Forest. They come for the wire. It's Bigger Picture, and Jose Ortiz makes it 3 wins in a row on this Saturday at the Big A.
Jose Ortiz in the zone, booting home 9-1 Bigger Picture to a 1.25 length victory over Danish Dynaformer. Time of the race, 2:15 and 2. The latest former claimer turned graded stakes winner for trainer Mike Maker, who haltered the Red Smith winner for $32,000 on behalf of 3 Diamonds Farm just over a year ago. Bigger Picture just missed in his last start, finishing second by a nose in the Grade 3 Sycamore Stakes. The 5-year-old gelding by Badge of Silver was bred in Kentucky by Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey. Bigger Picture has earned nearly $465,000. We'll have the 2-year-olds in the $1 million Delta Downs Jackpot and the Grade 3 Bob Hope Stakes, 2-year-old fillies in the Grade 3 Delta Princess Stakes, and sprinters in the Grade 3 Frank J. DeFrancis Dash, along with turf fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Cardinal Handicap next week here on Thoroughbred Week. For John Henderson, I'm Caitlin Bradar. Good luck at the races.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs. Online at tbredweek.com.